So yesterday I got myself cinema grade diffusions. So one of them is BJÄRSEN and it's actually $2 shower curtain from IKEA, and the other one is LUDDHAGTORN, which is also shower curtain from IKEA, but this one is $5. They are 2 meters by 180 centimeters. Each of them got holes like that. So I threaded some cheap twine, and that way I can hang them like here on a C-stand and use them as diffusion. And I have run a quick test yesterday, and I have to say I'm really pleased. So they are a bit different because I'm not sure it would be visible. I think it is. So this BJÄRSEN one, or BJÄRSEN, or however you pronounce it, got some texture to it. So both of them are made of some kind of plastic. So there is some pro-grade diffusion made of plastic. I don't remember the name. I'll check it and put it on the screen. But this one got some kind of the texture to it. And so this is the $2 one, the BJÄRSEN, and this one, which is LUDDHAGTORN, there is no texture, but if you look close you can see really small like grid-like pattern, and I think the $5 one diffuses better. And I thought actually this $5 one got a color cast to it. I thought it's kinda cool looking, but I checked in post, and actually the $2 one creates colder look and this one creates kinda warm look. I do not have a spectrometer to actually check what is the color cast of each of them, but I like the $5 one better. I'm just shining through Amaran 300C, and I'm using Godox reflector because the original reflector from Amaran is quite spotty, so it creates a spot here, so it's not that even. This one is better, and I'm using this wall as a flag. So as you can see, there is not much spread. There is some spread on a ceiling. Maybe if I would put higher this stand, there won't be this. But since my ceiling is white, it's not a big problem. Yeah, sure, maybe you can see a reflection. Maybe you can see the reflection in the picture frames, but if the camera angle is like that, then the reflection are not visible. And I checked with 35 millimeters, and actually I say the look is nice, although I do not have a good frame. Like there is always some crap in the frame, but generally I really like the look this cheap diffusion creates, and I would try to create a booklight with it. So I would have a reflective panel here to create the real life booklight. Maybe I would try to also flag the top of it with my styrofoam panels, and that would be looking probably almost professional. But for example, Westcott diffusion of that size, which is 6x6, cost $130. So I'd say it's a really good investment, this $5, and I'm really pleased with this $5 one. The other one is also nice, but it creates a bit cooler look, so depends what you like. So if you want to actually try and check cheap diffusions and how the diffusion works, and if you want to build like cheap booklight, then I'd say these shower curtains are way to go. Maybe the problem on the long run might be This, I doubt that this would last, but actually for 130 bucks I can buy 26 of them. So, you know, I'd say it's a quite nice diffusion for the really competitive price. Okay, this time I'm shining through the $2 IKEA shower curtain, and actually it looks kinda nice on the screen. The exposure is +1, +1.3, depends if I put the hand up here. The exposure is higher, so it is on the verge of being more than 1 EV overexposed. But I checked with the false colors and I'm happy about the exposure. So I would have to lower the highlights anyway when converting to Rec 709, and I think it looks kind of nice. The Amaran 300 is running at 50%, and in a moment I will check different diffusion. It is the $4 shower curtain from IKEA, and the camera is at f2.8 and ISO 800. It is native ISO for S-Log3. Okay, this is the other diffusion, so different shower curtain from IKEA. I'm using the dedicated reflector on Amaran, which got a spot in it, and it seems this diffusion diffuses better. It is denser, so probably the exposure is a bit lower, but the camera still says it is +1 EV. I'd say this looks nice. What I see on the Atomos, it looks nice. I checked the false color, it's also okay. In terms of the exposure, I like that exposure. It is kind of on the darker side, but it is okay. So actually you don't need any soft boxes, book lights and stuff like that, although you need some room to be able to set up light farther away and powerful light. So I will check this one also as a book light. Okay, now I got a different reflector, so this is the reflector from Godox light. There is no visible spot. I mean, for sure the light is brighter in the center, but it is more diffused and actually the exposure dropped, which means it is more spread. Let me check the false colors. Ain't bad, although the face is on the darker side, I'd say, so I can fix this with Sidus link really quick, or not that quick. So I have to go to like 66 maybe. Yeah, 66 seems to be on par with what was before. And this diffusion is a magnet for bugs. I've seen already a fly, and now there is some kind of the other bug, but I actually like the look on the screen, what I see. So it is kind of impressive as for bugs diffusion. I'm really impressed and happy about it. So yeah, actually I don't see a reason why you won't buy them if you want to create some nice lighting. Sure, you can buy the professional grade diffusion, but I'd say no one would see a difference. Maybe if you're doing some high budget Hollywood production, maybe someone would see a difference, but this one, I'd say go for it, especially this $5 one. But the other one is also nice, although I always prefer warmer looks, so that's why I prefer LUDDHAGTORN. So I'll put the names in the description. I guess they are widely available worldwide, so you can get them in any IKEA, I guess, so anywhere in the world. And I guess next week I would try to create a booklet with them. So at the end I would probably create 6 looks with my booklet, because I got 2 diffusions and got 3 different reflective panels, so that would make 6 different looks. Unfortunately I don't have a spectrometer, so won't be able to see what is the color cast, but more or less we can see this in post after color grading. Anyway, cheers mate.